What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pull Us, and before we get to our video, we wanted to let you know about our milestone giveaway for 1,000 subscribers.
We are giving away an Amazing Spider-Man issue number 4. This is the first appearance of Silk, the original Sin tie-in. I'm sure everybody is familiar with this book. This is a CBCS 9.8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Big boy.
This book is much hotter than it was when we first bought it for the show.
Yep, that's true.
You insist on still giving it away, and I'm very happy to do it.
You can tell that he is not. But anyway, we are giving this away when we hit 1,000 subscribers. Kick-ass, key issue, first appearance of Silk, is someone's going to win this book. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to the video, shall we? Hey, Nate, did you hear about the guy that evaporated?
Can't say I have.
He'll be missed.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
That's a dad joke, all right.
That's what we do.
You proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Start the show.
Please. I'm ready.
What up, YouTube? It's Two Fat Guys Pulling Us. We've got another new comic book day video for you for the week of July 13th. And, you know, last week was Itty Bitty. This week is quite girthy.
This is a fatty.
It's a fatty week. I mean, our name applies to this pool. I'm stalling. We need to get to it. Here we go. First up,
book of the week is a fatty too.
It is a fatty. And that is X-Men Hellfire Gala, issue number 1, a one-off, if you will. Yeah, we've been waiting a pretty long time for this issue, and I know we have a Judgment Day like prequel book, right? Or I don't know how you would categorize that book, but I think this is like part 1 of that.
Yeah,
right?
It is. It is.
I think we're setting up a lot of things. We're setting up the summer event. We're setting up where we're going with Destiny of X from past Judgment Day in this book. I've heard a rumor that Spider-Man is going to make an appearance and we'll have actually some decent involvement. If you've read your free comic book day book, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to spoil it there. But yeah, outside of me not looking forward to this cover, I'm looking forward to the book.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
At least the Hellfire Gala is not like a like a 20 issue long series like it was last year, which is kind of
right. Just one and done.
Get straight to the point.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's what we need to do now.
Talk about a cover that I really dig because it's Mark Brooks. And that is Immortal X-Men issue number 4. Kieran Gillen is on fire this week. He has 3 books this week. Wait. Who's doing? Hold on. Whoop. No, Gary Jerry's doing this book. Never mind. Gary Jerry's writing this book.
Yeah.
Not okay. But he's writing. Kieran Gillen's writing this one. This book's been fantastic. The covers have been fantastic. There's a lot going on in Immortal X-Men. And I'm not worried about it, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like Kieran has the chops to get it done.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
So, we're dealing with multiple Moiras. We're dealing with Sinister being a bad boy. We're dealing with Destiny trying to figure out how to play the game right without her selfish intent and keeping her wife alive. There's just a lot going on. And then on top of that, the council may have, not done the right thing and put a magic user on the council. We'll see if that ends up working or not working out. But this is by far one of my favorite X books right now. It's just good.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely at the top.
For sure. All right, next up, we have Marauders, issue number 4. Talk about a book that's got a lot going on in it, and if you've been sleeping on this book, wake up. Big things are going on. We've got, a shift in the Shi'ar Empire, and we've got some kind of mysterious bajillion-old artifact that has some connection to mutants, and I think this is another book that if you were like, you know what, I'm skipping out on it, I think you made a mistake.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think that the implications could be. I don't know if they will be, but they could be as big as discovering Araco, right? Like we're talking about literally the first generation of mutant kind.
Yep.
That these are people that have been hidden behind a pan-dimensional prison for thousands and thousands and thousands of years by like one of the fiercest, fighting secret societies of the Shi'ar.
Mm-hmm.
You're setting it up like it's going to be a pretty big deal. So I hope that follows through.
And I like that this is odd for me to say, but I love that it's Steve Orlando. I love that it's not one of our bigger writers, like it's in a book that, if you're not, it's almost like if you know, and if you don't, well, too bad for you. You know what I mean? I dig
Only
that.
complaint about this book, weak covers.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah.
What about this cover? New Mutants 27.
Not my favorite.
Not your favorite?
Nope. I won't do what I did last week and go on an absolute tirade. It's Lionel Francis Yu, and I literally could go the rest of my life without ever seeing another piece of his line work again.
You just did it, folks.
Not
you just
because
did exactly...
it's bad, but because I'm just tired of it. But
well, let's talk about the interior of the book. We've got this story with magic, and she's having a hard time with her powers, and she's on a quest, a journey, if you will, to find herself again, and handing over the reins of Limbo, possibly to Madeline Pryor. This one also, Ayala, they've had this book for a minute, and ceases to amaze. I'm still intrigued. I'm still buying into it. And outside of the random goblin pages, I'm digging it.
Even those pages are great.
They're great. I just no, they're great. I'm just like I feel a bit disconnected. That's all.
Yeah. Well,
like, hey, this is what we're reading. This is what we're reading. I get it. That's what I'm reading. Okay. Ooh. All right. Wolverine 23. This is, I think, our last issue with Deadpool in the Wolverine book, which is very sad to say, because I think this might be my last issue of Wolverine, because I just feel like I know where we're going after this issue with Wolverine just soloing the book. It's a consistent commentary, right? Like, if Wolverine needs to be in one book, and if it's his book, fine. Then don't be in X-Force and don't be in the X-Men book.
Yeah.
But Marvel is just out to say that Wolverine is in every other book imaginable because he sells comics. I guess.
Honestly, my favorite thing about this book is the homage cover from the early 2000s or maybe late 90s Wolverine issue. It's a really cool homage to that.
Okay. Well, this is probably the last issue of Wolverine that will be on the show. So
it will 100% not be, because the next issue is a Judgment Day tie-in issue, so you'll be getting it.
Eve of Judgment. Speaking of Judgment Day, we got issue number 1 from Karen Gillan. This is our prequel, right? Our prequel issue.
Let's go ahead and keep that cover bashing going. How do you feel about the cover of this?
It's quite poo-poo. If there's a B that looks better, I'll probably pick that up.
There's a Noto variant.
Okay. Well,
but it's a 1 in 25.
Damn it. Anyway, I'm not spending any more money than I need to, because this is a heavy week. We haven't had the Eternals in a minute. I'll be very interested. Obviously, Karen Gillan's writing the book, so to see how his two franchises that he's been writing kind of mingle will be interesting to see. My big thing, and I wouldn't say my fear, is that our better known Eternals will turn fairly quickly on the notion that they have to get rid of the mutants. I feel like that's going to happen in this event. And I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because like I've seen
kind of root for, you mean?
Right, like we've seen the solicitations, right? Like the solicitations, like it's like they're going after the mutants. And then like 2 or 3 issues in, they're on the same side. And like it's kind of like, all right, well, this is what's going to happen. And so I'm cautiously optimistic, but also just kind of worried of where this is going to go.
Yeah.
But at the same time, every time I've said that about Kieran, he's killed it. So I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm not sure either, but we'll get there.
Okay, sounds good. All right, after that, we have Captain Marvel, issue 39. Carol Danvers is missing. It seems like she's been abducted by Agatha Harkness. And so we have Binary, doing her thing, but she's starting to see, shifts of Carol in her identity. So we've got an identity crisis, if you will, in this book. This book's been fantastic. I feel like it's been a minute since we've had it, but I'm sure it's only been a month.
I think it is.
Every time I feel like this book's getting ready to take a turn down, it just comes right back up. Like, again, there's maybe been one or two issues in the whole Captain Marvel series by Thompson that I've been like, So,
yeah, I mean, one of the very consistent issues. We're already, what was this, 39?
39.
39, and it just feels like it's not anywhere near. Like, could you imagine Avengers feeling this steady and stable at 39?
I wish.
That would have been so nice.
Right? All right, next up we have the relaunch, the number 1, of Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil. Should be called Daredevils because we've seen a lot of the marketing, and it seems like there will be 2 devils, at least the first arc. The first arc.
And if you're going to rename it, why not just go with Daredevils?
Devils. That's probably because the first arc after that, like, Elektra's going to get killed off or something like that. Yeah. But hey, it's good to see Chichetto on the artwork. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be very interesting. I think we said this last week with him being on Batman now and just kind of seeing, I'm not saying we're going to see any parallels, but it'll just be interesting to see how the work will feel, how the writing will feel between him having Batman and now Daredevil.
Which brooding superhero with pointy ends standing on a gargoyle is he going to be writing about this week?
Which I'm not complaining.
No, I'm not either, because we've already seen how amazing the Daredevil is, and I thought the first issue of Batman was spot on. So
right, okay. Yeah. After that, we've got the penultimate issue from Dan Slott, The Reckoning War, Fantastic Four, issue 45. You got a lot to do here. Got a lot to do in the next 2 issues. He needs to rectify before he ends up leaving. Primarily,
I think we both know that it's not gonna. It's not gonna wrap up the way we want it to.
Oh, absolutely not. But it doesn't mean I can't hold his feet to the fire. All right.
See if we can get back to regular.
Right after that, we got Moon Knight. Issue number 13. This book, for the past 3, if not 4 issues, have been a consistent pick of the week for me. And it would appear that we are diving into the multiple personalities of Moon Knight. And so I'm here for it. And this book's been fantastic.
Kind of just came out of nowhere. We picked it up because we were writing the hype of the show, a few months before the show came out, or probably 6 months before the show came out, and it's just one of those that, like, damn, they put an amazing creative team together with McKay, Cappuccio, Rosenberg, kind of just all getting together and doing a really good book.
Yeah.
Does look like we're going to be missing Cappuccio on this issue. But Sabatini has done some other fill-in issues, and has done well. Okay. So I'm not too worried about it, and we've got Cappuccio right back on the book next month. So
thank goodness. All right, and our last Marvel book is Star Wars: The Mandalorian, issue number 1. I know that this is going to be following more of the show. It's the comic book representation of the show. I'm sure we'll get little tidbits here and there of little things that we didn't get in the show, just added commentary, visuals. Yeah. And I dig the hell out of this cover, so I'm picking up number 1.
I'm on the fence on this one. Because it's a big week, it's probably not going to happen, but that's more of just a financial decision than it is a statement on the book.
I get it. Makes sense. Hey, I'm interrupting the video because I have something important to tell you. I know you know about our sub giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. This one right here. I know you know about that one because we talk about it all the time. But did you know we're giving away a slab at 750 subscribers? That's right. We're giving away this second printing of Silver Surfer Black, issue number 1 with Null on the cover when we hit 750 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and give us a like. Let's get back to the video. All right, we're jumping into DC with Batgirls, issue number 8. We got a little bit of bait here. Or you play some bait. Cat and mouse, if you will, with our villain. What's her name? God damn it! The girl that she's the seeker, or the vision, or
The seer.
the seer. We're trying to stamp out a pretty decent amount of villainy in this book that we were last left. We had a confirmation of boyfriend girlfriend between Babs and Nightwing. So cool with that. I was super happy with issue 7, so hopefully issue 8 will continue with that and not babysit. I say this every time, not babysit us and be like, all right, here's what we're doing. Nah, 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 nah. And then 5 pages in, we're actually getting out into the story. So if we can do that, I'm happy.
5 issues and you're still complaining about that.
8 issues.
Well, I'm saying it has been 5 issues since that happened, and you're still complaining about it.
I'm gonna keep doing it until they stop it.
I think it's really cool that we're seeing a little bit of immediate continuity tie-in here. It looks like they're going to be breaking into the Iceberg Lounge, which is where Seer is being held captive. And if you've been keeping up with your Batman and read the Chip Zdarsky issue, I won't spoil it for those that haven't read it yet, but you'll know why the Iceberg Lounge is not quite in the same place that we were thinking it was before this this week's issue of Batman. So
Okay.
I like the close continuity there.
Sounds good. All right, after that, we have World Without the Justice League, Superman #1. I think I have this on my pool, but it may be I'm dipping out. I think I'm dipping out of our tie-ins with Dark Crisis. I think I'm going to let you fight that fight. So yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, this is the first issue, so I said I would give at least the first issue a try, even though it's a bunch of one-shots. This was written by Tom King, whose writing I generally enjoy. I don't know. I don't really understand what the point is of these books exactly, but I haven't really looked into them that much. Just by the cover here, this looks like we've got some kind of interesting Robin with a Superman, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one is written by Tom King, and then I believe the next one is written by Philip Kennedy Johnson. So, excuse me, I'll probably be reading
at least two of them.
But we'll see. We'll see.
What's Philip Kennedy Johnson's doing the Green Lantern one, right?
I think so, yeah. And then there's an Aquaman backup in this issue as well.
Okay.
Since he doesn't get his own full one.
Got it. All right, after that we have Superman issue #13, Son of Kal-El. So there's some spiciness. Yeah, there's a little bit of news in this one.
Yeah, this is the DC Comics debut of Dreamer. So Dreamer is a transgender character from Arrowverse. She was initially created for implementation in the Arrowverse, and then I believe this is supposed to be her in continuity comic book debut. Okay. And this issue is co-written by Nicole Maines with Tom Taylor. Nicole Maines is the actress who plays Dreamer on the
Arrowverse.
Yeah, Supergirl. Was that the show?
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was Superwoman or Supergirl. I'm pretty sure it's Supergirl.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the actress that plays her. So she will be co-writing this issue with Tom Taylor.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure how she's going to be involved with the Bendix shenanigans that we've got going on, but
maybe she'll get us out of this nightmare.
Probably not. I think we will be doing this for ever.
Blah. All right. Yeah. Well, I can dream. All right, next up, we're jumping into our independence, and we've got from Aftershock Comics, The Brother of All Men, issue #1.
Yes. So this is a horror miniseries by Zach Thompson, who has done some independent work and has done some smaller Marvel and DC stuff that I have enjoyed. But this is like a slightly based on a true story horror mystery
Mm.
about a guy in a remote community in Canada um, going to try to save his brother from a cult. It sounds really strange. It sounds really weird. And when I heard about it initially was through, I believe, James Tinian's Substack, and he was like, "Yo, I just got the preview for this, or
Go
like
check it out.
the industry early copy. Like, check it out. It's absolutely phenomenal. You got to read this."
Okay.
So yeah, when you throw horror at me, plus Zach Thompson, plus Aftershock, who's been putting out some bangers lately. You know, we got Chicken Devil and
Oof, oof, yeah.
Calculated Man. So I'm very excited about this one.
Sounds good. All right, after that, we got 8 Billion Genies, issue number 3. Your issue number 2 review was quite bonkers. I'm expecting the same.
Yeah, I'm expecting the same from this as well. So we're moving from the first 8 hours to the first 8 days after the 8 billion genies appear on Earth. Um, I don't know exactly what's going on, but on the cover here we have the traveling tourist from China in his super meched out suit. He had the most perfect wish ever. It was literally like, oh, I wish I was fully knowledgeable and equipped with everything I would possibly need to survive this
Thing.
world. And like
Mm.
he instantaneously learns English and then learns how to hotwire cars and helicopters and gets these like amazing pulse guns and like
Jeez.
looks like he is being stalked by some kind of werewolf
Vampire.
vampire hybrid there.
Hmm.
Um I don't know. There's this book just has a lot of heart, a lot of like really interesting humor, and there's also the very tongue-in-cheek and obvious social commentary on human nature.
Okay.
Um, I think this book, I think I said this in the review of issue 2, but I think by the time we get to issue 8, you know, which is the end of the series, Charles Soule and Ryan Brown will have made a very clear uh, mark of their opinion on uh, human decency, whether humans are
Mm.
naturally good or naturally evil. I
Mm.
just have no idea what it's going to be. So I'm very curious to see
Got to
where
get
we
to the
get
last issue.
this. Yeah.
All right, after that, we have blah, 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 blah. All right, after that, we have Undiscovered Country, issue number 19.
Hmm.
Didn't we have a tie-in? You had a tie-in previously,
We
yeah?
we did, yeah. And before that tie-in, the last time that we've had an issue of Undiscovered Country was actually January of this year.
Ooh.
And that was planned. They always take it's a 6 month on, 6 months off book for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is co-written by Scott Snyder and Charles Soule, two guys that are pretty damn busy. But this is the beginning of Arc 4, which is being called Disunity. Um, the synopsis of this one doesn't give us any sort of direction on which part of America we're going to be in. So you know how America's been broken up into different segments?
Mm-hmm.
We've essentially been doing the little curly Q circle, trying to get to the center of the country where in I believe it's in Denver is where the new capital is essentially.
Okay.
But I don't know exactly where we're going to be in this one because everything's kind of in disarray after the end of the previous issue, which was I can't remember the name of the section, but it was where all creative things were at. That's where all
Mm.
like music that was created and art and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So this has been a really fun series for me. This is one of the very first independent books I ever jumped on, so it sort of has a sentimental place to me, even though sometimes it can get a little slow or maybe a little too heady. Uh, but it's Snyder and Soule, so you know how both of those guys can get kind of superfluous sometimes.
Right. All right, well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
After that, we have our last book of the night, and that is Barbaric, issue number 1, The Harvest Blades. This is a number 1 tie-in. You know, it's a one-off. I'm, you are not in the barbaric. You don't like the barbaric feel, and that's okay. This will be my one independent for the evening, and I'm looking forward to it. I liked barbaric. I really dug it. I really jumped into that world. So any opportunity we get to build that world for me is a definite positive. So hopefully this book can match my expectation. But if you're not familiar with barbaric, I would definitely go check it out from Vault. You have a character who is bound to a bloodthirsty axe. Would I say immortal? Kind of, like he's just, he's got to do the bidding of this axe. He doesn't really want to do good things, but he has to do the good thing and has to defend the weak. And the axe is a kind of an ass.
I'm still on the fence for barbaric itself, since I do have a little bit more time to decide with a few of these one-shots coming out before Season 2, Volume 2, whatever it is, comes out for barbaric. I don't know. Maybe I need to reevaluate. Part of my issue, which maybe I think was just a random, who knows, misstep sort of a thing, was the, I don't know if it was the printing or if it was the art or it was what, but like those issues just seemed like they were like copies of copies, where like they were really pixelated. Like I was looking at 480p paper or something.
That's
what I mean? Like it's just really pixelated, and so
I didn't get that at all.
Yeah, I don't know. So I think before the second volume comes out, first volume's only 3 issues, super easy to read. So I should probably just go back through those and try it again.
100%. All right, well, that's going to do it for our pools for July 13th. Make sure to let us know down in the comments, what are you picking up today? What are you going to read first? And what's your potential pick of the week? We got to know. Let us know down in the comments. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, give us a like, because we need all the support we can get. We're in the middle of a milestone giveaway. We're trying to get to 750 subscribers, and we are moving quite a bit right now. I think at this moment, and they could shift, we're at 683, maybe 4. I can't remember. So we've moved. We've moved the needle, and the only way we've been able to move that needle is because of y'all's support. So share the show, let everybody know about it, let anyone that you think might be interested in comics or interested in comics and hasn't heard about our show, make sure to share this show with them. We want them to be part of our community. Then the ultimate goal, obviously, is to hit 1,000. So we'll see you guys live this Sunday, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time here on YouTube, where we will talk live about our pools, about this pool list. And, have a great time. Hopefully we'll have some provocative, engaging chat. We've done it 2 weeks in a row now where we've gotten some cool stuff. We've talked about some really cool stuff that wasn't necessarily quite involved with our books, and that's great. We like to do that stuff too, and it just helps us expand our community when we're able to engage with y'all via chat and also on comments. If you have anything that you want to talk about, let us know down in the comments. Maybe we'll hit it up on the show. But we'll catch you guys live, and as always, fam, be kind to one another and read more comics. We'll see you in the next one. Later.